heroes.
Yeah, I mean, it was so it was like catching a home run ball, for me as like a young or not even young, but like a newer comic. Um I was very fortunate because I was a huge Chappelle fan. I mean, like in many ways, like Killing Him Softly, which is his first big special, was one of the things that kind of convinced me to get into stand up. And I was a huge fan of Half Baked. And when he moved to New York to work to start filming Chappelle Show, he had his partner was this guy Neil Brennan, who very respected comedian now. And Neil and I became friendly. I used to host like a crappy bar show at the back of a youth hostel, and Neil would come and do my show a lot. And sometimes Dave would come along, and he'd be like stoned out of his gourd, but because it was not like a prestige gig playing back of a youth hostel. But it is funny because he was filming the show, and then Neil said to me, he's like, "Hey man, we'd love it if you auditioned for this one sketch. We think you'd be really great for it." And then I read the script and it was like, "Oh, okay. So when you needed like a beta, pathetic, emasculated white guy, I was the name that came to your head." And that's hard to not be a little insulted, but it really was the role I was born to play. I mean, it will be on my tombstone, and that is fine. But the difference between like a few people when he first would do my show at this youth hostel, he did it like 5 times. The first couple times he did it, it was before the show aired. And so there might be a few people who'd seen Half Baked or somebody like, "Hey, who's that guy? I think I've seen him and stuff." By the last time he did it, the show was on the air and it was a huge success. And it was like he was talking to a few of us and he said, "Everywhere I go, I feel like the ring bearer at a wedding." you know, which is which is if you've never there was a brief time when that show was really at its peak where I probably got recognized between 10 and 15 times a day. And it was uncomfortable.